Left of the box.
We get earthquakes here. I feel like it was about 10 years ago now, almost. There was like a couple weeks we're just getting like earthquake after earthquake. I want to say like we got like one big one and then just aftershock after aftershock for like days. And there wasn't a lot of damage, every time I've felt an earthquake, half the time you don't feel them, but like every time I felt one, like the most that's happened is something falls down off a dresser.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they say like, "Oh, it was a 5." Like, oh shit, that's pretty big. Now I'm not inviting the big one. I'm not inviting San Andreas or 2012 earthquake. I'm not inviting that. Sandy might like watching that footage, but
you're overdue, but you're overdue for the big one. But you just got me thinking about this. It was on reposted on Twitter recently. The worst idea ever. Earthquake beds. Ah! That was super loud.
So when there's a bit of vibrations, we can.
Let's see. Actually.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna go fall into your coffin.
This is like nightmare fuel.
End up in your coffin.
You just end up in a coffin. Let's see.
Right. The exterior of the box is covered with a layer of fireproof material. Don't worry. Whoever invented the earthquake bed was a genius. It doesn't look any different than a regular bed, but when there's a big earthquake, the vibrations will be captured by the bed's high-precision sensors, and then the person and the mattress fall into this big box. All this will be done quickly before the house collapses. The case is made of high-strength alloy steel, and is supported by a number of solid steel. Normal wall collapses can't harm it. The bottom of the crate contains not only a large amount of food and water, as well as firefighting and medical supplies. With side vents, there's no need to worry about oxygen deprivation. The exterior of the box is covered with...
Yes, there is. There is. Where do you go pee? Is there a toilet in this? This is like night, like you're just basically in a coffin and you'll die a slower death.
Right.
In hopes that maybe somebody finds you first.
With a layer of fireproof material. Don't worry if there's a fire outside.
No, because that vent you mentioned.
Right, exactly. Like, have you heard of smoke?
It can even send a distress signal to the outside world.
But apparently
it can even send a distress signal to the outside. There's no need to worry about oxygen deprivation. The exterior of the box is covered with a layer of fireproof material. Don't worry if there's a fire outside. It can even send a distress signal to the outside world, so that the rescue team can find it at the first time. Meanwhile, there are many styles of earthquake beds to choose from. In addition to the regular box, there are also lifting models, sliding models, double doors open models. Even the gull-wing doors on cars are fitted with it. So do you think this earthquake bed can save your life in the event of an earthquake?
No.
Could you imagine though, you're just invite someone over, or you go over to someone's house and you get it going and it's really hot and you go when the bed goes a-rocking.
You're right. I'm like, how do they know the difference? Like, your hand gets caught in the freaking thing.
There's so much wrong with this, and it's like, again, it's like people with a lot of money, the billionaires in their bunkers and stuff, trying to like, instead of doing anything to solve the problems, like maybe build infrastructure that could withstand earthquakes or better withstand earthquakes. No, just for rich people to have these little toys and tools to make them feel a little bit safer.
Hopefully there's a camera inside so we can see what happens with this person.